have, because it's the only only religion that acts like the mafia, that will kill you if you say the wrong thing, draw the wrong picture, or write the wrong book. So you do have...
In that memorable video clip from 2014, Bill Maher was referring to Islam's blasphemy laws, which ban, often on pain of death, any insult to Islam, and especially its prophet Muhammad. Little did Maher know, but the similarities between Islam and the Mafia far exceed punishing those who say, draw, or write the wrong thing. And in this video, we will look at 10 such similarities. 1. Allah and Muhammad as godfather and underboss, the padrino of larger mafia organizations and families, literally, the godfather or boss of bosses, has absolute control over his subordinates and is often greatly feared by the rest of the family for his ruthlessness. But he typically has an underboss, a right-hand man who issues his orders and enforces his will. The godfather himself is often inaccessible and rarely seen. Mafia members need to go through the underboss or other high-ranking associates. Now compare this with the relationship between Allah and his messenger, Muhammad. In Arabic, by the way, Muhammad is most commonly referred to as Al-Rasul, the messenger, not Nabi, prophet. Unlike the Christian God, a personal God, a father, that according to Christ is to be communed with directly, see Matthew 6:9, Islam's God, Allah, is unreachable, unknowable, untouchable. Like the Godfather, he is inaccessible. His orders are revealed by his messenger Muhammad. If God calls on the faithful to come now, let us reason together, see Isaiah 1 verse 18, Allah says, do not ask questions about things that, if made known to you, would only pain you. See Quran 5 verse 101. Just follow orders. 2. A piece of the action. The Godfather and his underboss always get a piece of the action, a cut of all spoils acquired by their subordinates. So do Allah and his messenger Muhammad. Quran Surah Al-Anfal, verse 41 informs Muslims that 1/5 of all war booty you acquire goes to Allah and the messenger.
Why does he always get the prettiest one?
3. Assassinations. The Godfather, through his underboss, regularly sends mafia men to make hits to assassinate those he deems enemies. So did Allah and his messenger. One example, a Jewish poet, Ka'b ibn Ashraf, once insulted Muhammad, prompting the latter to exclaim,
"Who is willing to kill Ka'b ibn al-Ashraf, who has hurt Allah and his apostle?"
"Oh, Rasulallah, would you like me to kill him?"
"Yes."
"In order to kill Ka'b, I have to lie. Is it okay to lie to please Allah?"
"Say what you like. You are absolved in that matter."
Ibn Maslama traveled to Ka'b and began to denigrate Islam and Muhammad until his disaffection became so convincing that the poet took him into his confidence. Soon thereafter, Ibn Maslama appeared with another crypto-Muslim, and while Ka'b's guard was down, they slaughtered the poet, bringing his head to Muhammad to the usual triumphant cries of Allahu Akbar. 4. Circumstance is everything. While the Mafia adheres to a general code of conduct, as with all human institutions, its leader, the Godfather, issues more fluid orders according to shifting circumstances. This is reminiscent of the entire revelation of the Quran, where later verses or commands contradict earlier verses or commands, depending on circumstances, known in Islamic jurisprudence as al-nasikh wal-mansukh, or the doctrine of abrogation.
The Quran itself talks about this in the following verses. Quran Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 106. Allah does not abrogate any verse, but substitutes something similar or better. Quran Surah Ar-Rad, verse 39. Allah eliminates and confirms what He wills. Quran Surah An-Nahl, verse 101. Allah substitutes one revelation with another, and He knows best. When Muslims are weak, Allah told the Prophet these verses. Quran Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 256. There is no compulsion in religion. Quran Surah Al-Muzammil, verse 10, 11. Be patient and bear with those who deny the truth. Quran Surah Sad, verse 16 to 17. Be patient with the evildoers. Quran Surah Taha, verse 130. Show patience to the pagans. Quran Surah Maryam, verse 83, 84. Don't be in a haste to fight the disbelievers. But once the messenger grew strong enough, Allah issued new revelations calling for all-out war or jihad till Islam became supreme. Quran Surah Al-Anfal verse 39. Fight them until all religion is for Allah. Quran Surah At-Tawbah verse 5. Fight and slay the pagans wherever you find them. Quran Surah At-Tawbah verse 29. Fight the Christians and the Jews until they pay jizya willingly, fully humbled. Quran Surah Ali Imran verse 85. Any religion other than Islam is not acceptable. Quran Surah Al-Ma'idah verse 33. Execute, crucify, torture those who opposes Muhammad.
While other religions and scriptures may have contradictions, only Islam rationalizes them through abrogation. That is, by giving prominence to later verses which are seen as the latest decision of the deity, the latest decision of the Godfather. 5. Clan loyalty. Loyalty is of paramount importance to the Mafia. Following elaborate rituals of blood oaths, Mafia members are expected to maintain absolute loyalty to the family on pain of death. Mafia members are expected to always be available for the family, even if your wife is about to give birth, as one of the Mafia's 10 commandments puts it, and to defend the Godfather and his honor, even if it costs their lives. Compare this to the widespread violence and upheavals that occur whenever Allah or His Prophet is offended, whenever non-Muslim infidels blaspheme the Muslim Godfather and his underboss, or, in the words of Bill Maher,
because it's the only religion that acts like the Mafia that will kill you if you say the wrong thing, draw the wrong picture, or write the wrong book.
So you do.
Islam's loyalty and enmity doctrine, or al-wala wal-bara, which calls on Muslims to be loyal to one another even if they dislike each other, is especially illustrative. Quran Surah At-Tawbah verse 71 declares that the believing Muslim men and believing Muslim women are allies of one another. See also Surah Al-Anfal verse 72 to 75. And according to Muhammad, a Muslim is the brother of a Muslim. All things of a Muslim are inviolable for his brother in faith, his blood, his wealth, and his honor. Precisely those three things that Mafia members respect among each other. This is why Muslims in the U.S. Army